12, Nate Lowry. Number 33, Aiden Farmer. Number 55, Wyatt Underwood. Number 44, Khalil O'Neill. Now please put your hands together for your TCA Conquerors. Number 0, Josh Robinson. Number 11, Sam Miles. Number 10, Trey Goggins. Number 2, Seth Biala. And number 20, Jace Walker.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Trinity Christian Academy, the home of the Conquerors, and we are ready for the varsity matchup between the Conquerors and the Broncos of Middleburg High School down in Clay County. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Sports Bureau bringing you the action here on TCA Conquerors Athletics on YouTube. Conquerors in the home whites going from the left to the right, and the Broncos in the Road Reds with the white trim going from the right to the left, led by head coach Sean Sweeney and his assistant coach Charles Mickens, who is also the junior varsity head coach. It is Khalil O'Neill jumping against Seth Bialik, and the varsity game is underway. Broncos are 7-5 entering play tonight, and they're coming off a win over St. John's Country Day on December 29th. That final score was 69-60, and that was a Broncos' 5th win in a row. And that 5-game winning streak included a 1-point victory over the Conquerors on December 19th. Josh Robinson gets the Conquerors on the board first, and it's 2-0 just 30 seconds in. These two teams met on December 19th with Middleburg winning 51-50. Cam Anderson hit a three-pointer with just seconds left to cut that deficit down to 1, but the Conquerors could not get another one. Foul called against Trey Goggins of Trinity Christian. First foul of the ball game for either team. And a three-point shot, a little strong, out of the hands of Nate Lowry. And the Conquerors get the rebound. Goggins looking for Robinson. Robinson's able to keep the ball in bounds. However, his pass picked off by Aiden Farber. And the Broncos get it up the court very quickly, and a three-point shot good from Nate Lowry. And Middleburg now leads 3-2 with 6:49 left to go in the first quarter. Robinson pulls up. His toe was on the line, so that's a 2-point shot. Bialik, second chance, no good. And a rebound by the Broncos. Again, they have won 5 consecutive games, and when we get an opportunity, we'll try to let you know the 5 opponents that Middleburg has beaten to get their record up to 7-5. This is Sam Byers. He will go to the line. The foul's on Aiden Farber. His first and team foul number 1 for the Middleburg Broncos. And Byers will shoot 2. These are the first free throws of tonight's game. Byers is 3 for 4 in limited opportunities this season, and the first of 2 is a little strong. Conquerors as a team shooting 54% from the line. Stats not available for the Middleburg Broncos. Number 2 from Byers is good. That ties us up at 3, 6:22 to go in the first quarter. Thought for a moment that ball was intercepted, but no, Broncos hold possession, get it across the timeline. This is Braden Rich with possession. He's guarded by Robinson. I'm doing everything here tonight, camera, microphone, and scorekeeping. That is Byers, who could not convert the fast break. And we have ourselves a foul against the Conquerors. It's either Goggins or Bialik. Nope, I was wrong. It was Jace Walker. His first, team foul number 2. And the Broncos will inbound with 5:58 left in the first quarter. They just do beat the 5 seconds. And Loesch will head up court very quickly. Double team action by the Conquerors. That's 4-3. Remember, the white line on the inside is a three-point line. And that one is out of bounds. Conquerors have the home court advantage. I got a chance to talk with Coach Sweeney earlier tonight, and he was reminding his players which three-point line to use. It is the inside white line. Middleburg's court does not have the college lines drawn, so his players are used to seeing one line and hitting. Coach Sweeney reminding the Broncos to get the ball to the white line, the inside. The black line means nothing anymore. That's the old college three. And the blue line is the college three that started last year. Of course, Trinity Baptist College also plays here in this very gymnasium. And a pass looking for Robinson. Unforced error by Bialik. That'll turn it over. 3-3 tie, 5-12 left to go in the first quarter. That one is for three, and it's good. Nate Lowry has hit a pair of three-pointers. He has all the points so far for the Broncos. It's still very early. Loose ball. Conquerors need to get the ball past the timeline. Robinson is able to beat the 10-second rule, and Byers goes up and draws the foul. That'll be two shots for Sam Byers. Wyatt Underwood will get called for his first. It's team foul number 2. Both teams have committed 2. Byers 1 for 2 just a couple of moments ago. And the first of 2 is good. Sam scored 6 points at Middleburg on December 19th. That's number 2. And that one is number 3. He goes 3 for 4 overall from the line. 2 for 2 in that sequence. And the Conquerors pulled to within 1. And we'll have ourselves a foul against Trinity Christian's Josh Robinson. His first, team foul number 3 on the floor. So Middleburg will inbound just shy of half court. Aiden Farber trips. But a foul against the Conquerors. That will go against Seth Bialik, and that's already 4 against Trinity Christian. Remember, they don't start over at the second quarter. Those fouls go all the way through that second quarter into halftime. Pass inside. Shot no good. Second chance. Rebound by Byers. 3-on-1. Byers holds on to possession and crosses midcourt pretty quickly. Middleburg definitely has a size advantage over the Conquerors. Big man number 44, Khalil O'Neal. Number 55, Wyatt Underwood. And Bialik is pushed, so that's going to be a foul called against Caleb Mercer, if I saw that correctly. Nope, he's not even on the floor. That was against Nate Lowry, his first, team foul number 3. Conquerors inbound, 4 minutes and 6 seconds left. The inbound pass to Trey Goggins, who gets the layup, his first basket of the night. Goggins scored 8 against Middleburg on December 19th. Shot attempt no good. Middleburg fans looking for a foul call they did not get. That's for 2, but a good shot by Braden Rich. 8-7, Middleburg has regained the lead. Fans, especially if you're outside of Jacksonville, drop us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. If I'm able to see that, I'll say hello to you. And we're going to have ourselves our first timeout of the night. Head coach Cliff Willis calls for the 30. Trey Goggins has a deuce, as does Josh Robinson, and Sam Byers has 3 free throws for the Conquerors. Nate Lowry, a pair of three-pointers, and Braden Rich, a deuce for the Broncos. .326 left to go in the first quarter. Josh Robinson leads the Conquerors, averaging 16 points per game. Seth Bialik at 6. Tamarian McCray at 4.7, among others. Trey Goggins is on the board. He averages 6.8. Again, stats not available for the Broncos. Conquerors inbound with 3:24 left in the first quarter and a 1-point deficit at 8-7. A little bit of a seesaw affair throughout this first quarter. 3:10, no shot clock to worry about. Walker inside the paint, tried to get it to Goggins, who could not control the pass, and the turnover back to the Broncos, who now have a chance to extend a current 1-point lead. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one knocked away by Bialik. Conquerors get the ball to Robinson, a pump fake and a beauty. His second basket of the night. Again, he averages 16 points. And on the steal, we have ourselves a whistle. That was before the shot. That foul's on the floor. Foul is called against Josh Robinson. That is his second. Team foul number 5 for the Conquerors. Tamarian McCray and Cam Anderson in. Jace Walker, Sam Byers out. And for the Broncos, Aiden Ruiz, number 30. You see him on your screen. He's now in the ball game for Coach Sweeney. In the JV game, the Conquerors won that one 56-40. Jordan Martinez of Trinity Christian tied Jesse Kelly of Middleburg for the game high with 14 points each. Trinity had a 13-0 run to start the ball game and a 19-2 run a little bit later in that first quarter, and that was the difference. And we have ourselves a foul on the floor against Middleburg. Foul's called against Aiden Ruiz. And at first, the official pointed on the floor. Now, 2 free throws for Trey Goggins. And number 1 is good. Goggins, a 55% free throw shooter entering play tonight, hits the first of 2. He averages 6.8. Free throw number 2 gives the Conquerors a 3-point lead. He now has 4. And a substitution for Middleburg. Aiden Farber back onto the court, and Nate Lowry heads off to make room. 2:35 left in the period, 11-8 Conquerors lead, and a foul called against Trey Goggins, trying to knock the ball away. That is his second, and it is team foul number 6. So 11 fouls combined in this first quarter, and we still have 2:31 left to go. Very physical game. Inbound pass. Loesch almost lost it, able to keep it in bounds. Picked up by Ruiz. Knocked away by McCray, and a whistle and a traveling violation. That's going to give the ball back to the Broncos. So now with a 3-point play, Middleburg could tie the game at 11. Conquerors lead 11-8. 2:19 left in the first. And a whistle at midcourt is going to give the ball to the Conquerors. A little bit of a stutter step. Conquerors looking to extend a current 3-point lead. Josh Robinson thought about a 3. Bialik inside to Anderson. He jumps and misses off the rim. And a rebound by Jaden Levy-Zalowski. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Ball bounded around a couple of sides of the rim and fell to the wrong side. Bialik looking for McCray. Off the glass. Robinson keeps that foot still. That's for 2. Morissette had his foot on the line, but he makes the basket, and it's a 6-point Conquerors lead as this one goes out of bounds, but it stays with Middleburg. Now, the Conquerors are used to seeing all three lines, and they practice and they play their pickup games in here. They're used to shooting from beyond that blue arc. Middleburg has just the one 3-point line on their court, so they have to discipline themselves as to know which line to shoot from. Cam Anderson will go to the line. The foul's called on Aiden Farber, his second, team foul number 6. And Cam Anderson will shoot 2. And the first one, a little strong and off the back of the rim. Anderson shooting free throws. Now 2 for 10 on the season. Conquerors lead by 5, 13-8. Anderson missed the first. Here comes number 2. It is short. Bialik with the rebound. Robinson the jumper off the rim. Morissette with the rebound. McCray is triple teamed and draws the foul. The foul is called on Khalil O'Neal, his first. That's team foul number 7. So the Conquerors are now in the bonus, but this is a 2-shot foul for McCray. First of 2 is good. McCray now 7 for 10 from the line. He averages 4.7 points per game. Number 2 is good. So McCray on the board. 1:07 left in the first. Conquerors are in the bonus for the rest of the half. And a 5-second violation will give the ball back to the Conquerors. 7-point lead at 15-8. Hello to LTG, watching from my hometown of Green Cove Springs, Florida. I am a Clay High graduate. 1987, that was a long time ago. Hello, LTG. Thanks for letting us know you're watching here. That's Mekhi Burton, number 21, gives it up to Morissette. Conquerors work the ball back to the top of the arc. McCray pumps, fakes, misses the jump shot. Conquerors keep possession after the rebound. Fans are still coming in here to Trinity Gymnasium. Robinson at midcourt, makes his way inside the paint and draws a foul. There were 3 Broncos in on the play. The call's against Wyatt Underwood, his second, team foul number 8. Robinson at the line, 4 points, first free throws of the night. And number 1 is good. Josh Robinson at the line at 64%, second highest percentage on the team, coming in at 49 for 76. Number 2 is good. Robinson gets the bounce. And the Conquerors lead 17-8 with about a half minute left to go. This one's out of bounds off Underwood, and the Conquerors another chance to score before the first quarter comes to an end. 17-8 with 31.6. And timeout for a little housekeeping duty. Conquerors now inbound. Burton gives it up to Anderson, back near midcourt. Conquerors are playing for the last shot. 20 seconds left. Burton to Anderson. Clock's down to 10. Robinson makes his way in the paint, but his pass is knocked away. Gets it back, beats the buzzer, but it's out of bounds. 2/10 of a second left. The Conquerors are going to have to get a little touch pass inbound to try to get the shot off. Now the officials are going to talk about the time and make sure that's correct. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter with the score. Trinity Christian 17, Middleburg 8. We'll pause right here and we'll be right back here on TCA Conquerors Athletics. Stay with us. You know, what I did not notice is there was a foul right there at the end, and Tamarian McCray is taking 2 free throws. I was writing things down. I didn't see who got called for the foul. That one's a little strong. And that will now bring us to the end of the first quarter. McCray went 1 for 2 to make the score 18-8 in favor of the Conquerors. We mentioned earlier that the Broncos have won 5 in a row from December 13th through the 29th. Those wins came over Fernandina Beach, Trinity Christian, Union County, and all 3 of those were barn burners, 3-point margin at the most. Then a big win, 60-25 over St. John's Classical Academy, and then St. John's Country Day on the 29th, 69-60. We're going to be joined now by junior varsity basketball player Braden Riddick, who scored 10 points in the win over Middleburg earlier tonight. And Braden, you guys came out with that big 13-0 run. 19-2 was your lead at one point, and you just kept the pressure on and came away with the win.
Yeah, we're really big on keeping the pressure and pressuring teams and we get in those passing lanes and make the most out of them, and that's really our game. So sometimes when we fall out of our games and have these close games, we end up having to play full court defense and try to get those steals.
That was Aiden Farber on the jumper for the Broncos, and Braden number 2 on the court behind Jordan Martinez with 14, and one Middleburg player, Jesse Kelly, also had 14. Hit a couple of really good long-range shots, too, and you guys have played very well all season. That's your 9th win without a loss.
Yeah, we're really rolling right now. We feel like we have a lot of confidence and can also beat anybody there is, but we also have to take every team serious. We had a close game with Middleburg right before the Christmas break, so we had to come back and try to play our best game, which we did, trying to play our game, getting up in those big leads.
Braden Rich will go to the line for 2. We'll see which Conqueror gets called for the foul. That's Seth Bialik, his second. That's team foul number 5. And this will be Braden Rich at the line for the first time tonight. 2 points so far pending the free throws. Braden, free throws haven't been too kind to either Conqueror's team. That's one thing that Coach Willis said he's going to work on with you a little bit more. Close games, those free throws are going to matter quite a bit.
Yeah, like Varsity only lost to this team by 1 point last time they met up, and Coach Willis in practice was going over all their missed shots and be like, those have to count, and those free throws have to count. Like, if we made those free throws, we would have won or even tied the game up and went into overtime.
And in a close game, those are going to make the difference, and Rich just hit both to pull his team back to within 6. In close games, that usually determines the winner.
Yeah, and you just got to knock down those free throws. Like you said, both teams have not been doing too good with the free throws lately, so in practice we've all been really trying to work on those and try to get better, which we have. We were doing terrible in the start of the season, and as you see, like, we went pretty good from the field, still have some work to do though.
Well, you guys, you shoot very well from the field. Your shooting percentage is up around 40%, and for JV, that's a really good shooting percentage.
Yeah, we just find ourselves trying to push it in the paint, take the smart shots. Coach really put an emphasis on practice because we went 1 for 20 from 3 against Middleburg for the break. He went try to drive in and get those more high percentage shots, and we tried to do that today.
Broncos making it tough on the Conquerors to get the ball inside. Braden, of course, you're awaiting your shot to play some varsity games as well, but freshman, you have plenty of time left. Your first year here at Trinity Christian Academy, and how do you like the school as a whole?
Yeah, it's school, good environment. I came from a public school that some of the teachers really didn't care about their job, but I feel like the teachers really care about the students and stuff, and it's going good. I used to go here up until 4th grade, and I've always thought about coming back, so now. Well,
we're glad you're back, not just on the court, but in the classroom as well. Of course, you're in my sports journalism class, and you're learning quite a bit in a short time, and although this is a lot of fun, not many people realize how much work is involved. You in the class, you're starting to realize it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, every day, even if it sounds funny, you make us, like today, make Twitter posts that won't be posted. And we're like, why would we have to do that? But it's all practice whenever it comes to doing stuff like this.
Yeah, I put in a lot of work myself. Even just preparing for a JV game. Want to be able to make sure we get everything right. Chico Alley at the line for the Broncos. His first attempts of the night. Take this play-by-play, Braden.
It's up, and it's good. He's got one more.
Of course, this is a 1-and-1. Keep going, Braden.
All right, so he's already made one. This is his second shot. It's live after this shot. Okay, and it's good.
Broncos are now 4 for 4 at the line, and they've cut the deficit down to 4 at 18-14. They have scored all 6 points of this second quarter.
Broncos are really trying to pressure Trinity right now. Looks like they're handling it very good. Trey inside. Ooh!
A lot of contact there, no call. Goggins could not convert. Broncos able to keep that ball in bounds. That's a 2-point shot. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson couldn't get the jumper to go. The Conquerors having a little trouble getting the ball through the cylinder this quarter.
Yeah, it's due to the Broncos really pressuring them and making them work to even get the ball past half court.
That foul is going against Jace Walker, his second. Both teams are in the bonus, 1-and-1. Now the Broncos have committed 9, so their next one will be 2 free throws the rest of the way. Chico Alley went 2 for 2 just a couple of moments ago. Josh Morissette checking in for Jace Walker, who just picked up foul number 2, and team foul number 8 on Trinity Christian. Been a very physical game, Braden. A lot of fouls, 17 combined already.
Yeah, it's a very physical game. They're both trying to keep the pressure up and let both teams know that this is not going to be an easy matchup tonight.
Great pass up the court, and Robinson lays that one in. The rebound, the very quick transition. One thing you guys have on both teams, you have a lot of speed.
Yeah, they do. Coach Willis made that an emphasis on practice that we're going to have to really keep up with these guys.
And that one goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Broncos. That basket by Robinson a moment ago, their first score of the quarter, nearly 3 minutes in. Middleburg got to within 4. Right now, the lead for Trinity is at 5, and an unforced error. Braden, I know coaches don't like it when the error happens and really shouldn't have. Things are going to go wrong, but the passes like that need to be made truer than what we just saw.
Yeah, you just got to really slow the game down in your mind and stop rushing. Both coaches on JV and Varsity really make that an emphasis when it comes to making smart passes.
4:44 left until halftime. Anderson couldn't get through the double team. Morissette takes the pass, another double team. That always leaves someone open. And a triple team strips Anderson of the ball. And then traveling called against Morissette as he tried to get inside the paint. Credit the Broncos defense right there.
Yeah, it was good. Cam Anderson drove in, probably got a little bit of contact on the way there, no call. It's just a very physical game, and the refs are really letting them play through it.
4:31 left to go. We're talking with TCA freshman and JV basketball player Braden Riddick. Of course, Braden, everyone here knows your father, Daniel, one of our pastors here at Trinity Baptist Church. 3-point effort does not go. And I know you're big in the youth group here at Trinity as well.
Yes, sir.
McCray, or Goggins, finds Anderson. The jumper a little strong. And a rebound by Alley. Or check that, Brody Martin, number 20. Broncos with possession, 1-on-3, and probably an ill-advised charge to the hoop, trying to go against 3 big men in white jerseys.
Yeah, Trinity was bringing the pressure. They only had a little bit of time to get up past half court for that 8-second call, so he just had to go in there and throw it up, and Trey and Josh were there to pick it up.
Conquerors lead by 6, under 4 minutes to go. And a loose ball foul. And that one looks like it was called against Cam Anderson, if I saw that correctly. And yes, it is. That's his first. That's team foul number 9. They haven't put it on the board yet. Conquerors are in the double bonus for the rest of the half. I did get that wrong. That was not against Anderson. That was against Middleburg's number 5, Jordan Loesch, or Jacob Loesch.
18 fouls combined. It's a really physical game out here. And just like you said, it's going to come down to the free throws, and they need to make them.
Conquerors as a team, 55% coming into play tonight. Goggins goes 1 for 2. 21-14 once that point gets put up on the board.
Line violation there. Don't know who it was on, but that point is getting taken off the board.
When I'm doing the camera and the scorekeeping and the announcing, sometimes I'm going to miss things. Eagle Eye, Braden Riddick. Of course, my son Dean usually does the camera for us. He's unable to make it tonight. Stolen by Goggins inside the paint. Goggins may have gotten away with a charge, and he's going to be the beneficiary of a foul against the Broncos. That one's going against Aiden Farber, and Braden, I really think that we got away with an offensive foul there.
Oh, yeah, his feet were set, I feel like, but the refs just missed that one. That's Middleburg's 11th team foul. Double bonus. He will be shooting 2 shots here.
Trey Goggins is 2 for 3. Had the lane violation a little while ago. And the first of 2, a little strong and did not get the bounce. Goggins came in at 55% from the line on the season. Substitution for the Broncos. Brody Martin takes over. He's number 20, has his back to us. You see his number right underneath the basket. 3:27 left to go. And this one is good. That makes it 21-14. Remember, they had the point taken off because of the lane violation a couple of moments ago.
TCA putting the pressure on them right now, doing the full court press. They're very athletic guys. This is what they do good at.
And this foul is going to go against the Conquerors. It looks like Morris said he's raising his hands. No, it's going against Trey Goggins. That's his 3rd. Team foul number 9. It is 1-1. They called that one on the floor. And Braden Rich is at the line. He is 2 for 2 so far and 4 total points.
Stop the game. Stop the game.
Broncos got to within 4, but the Conquerors have put the lead back up to 7. Remember, it was 18-8 at the end of the first quarter, so a much lower scoring second quarter.
Yeah, I think that's really due to Trinity has started full court pressing them, making Middleburg earn every single trip down the court.
Martin had a little trouble holding on to the rebound. The Conquerors catch a break. Anderson with the jumper.
That was just a great move by Cam Anderson right there. He moved his momentum to one side and hop step back to the other, drawing the defender off guard.
Now in a couple years, Cam will be playing some Division I football. But he's also a pretty good basketball player as well. So we have ourselves a timeout with the score 23-16 and 2:54 left to go. And Braden, I didn't see who made that last shot for the Broncos. We'll see if I can catch it on the YouTube here. Looked like number 30, Aiden Ruiz. So the lead is 7 for the Conquerors at 23-16. And Braden, this is the kind of game we want to see. Both teams playing hard, Now, both have had a little trouble holding on to the ball, but neither one's giving up on anything.
Yeah, they don't give up. Both teams are not giving up.
You have a coach that's not going to let them give up.
Oh, yeah, coach is definitely not going to let them get up. But TCA is really bringing the pressure, and the Broncos are also really bringing the pressure, too, making both teams earn their way up the court.
Conquerors will inbound after the basket. 2:52 and counting, and that one goes out of bounds and off the scorer's table. There's one of those unforced errors, giving the ball back to the Broncos.
Yes, Joshua Morissette right there. Just like I said, you got to slow the game down. You can't be rushing it, and that pass looked very rushed right there.
Broncos looking to take advantage. They could get down to 5 or maybe even 4, but Anderson with the strip. 1-on-2, and the layup is good and one.
Cam Anderson is a great defender. Coach Willis just really made that known that if they lead the press, he will be the guy. And right there, he just gets the tip and takes it all the way for the and one.
Cam's not a tall guy, but he is extremely muscular and extremely fast as well. This is his third attempt of the night. He's missed his first 2, and this one no good, a little strong. But he did get the layup to put the lead up to 9 for the Conquerors, who will get the ball right back. 2:33 left until the intermission. Mekhi Burton onto the court along with McCray. Defense gets right on top of Robinson and forces a turnover. And a whistle. That's going against Trinity Christian. I think that was Anderson. And yes, they are calling Anderson for his first. And remember, both teams are in the double bonus now.
Yes,
so
that is
2 free throws.
That is 20 combined fouls already in this first half.
Braden Rich is 2 for 3 so far with 4 total points. I don't have the stats for the Broncos, but I can tell they can shoot their free throws.
Oh, definitely.
So far, 4 for 6. And the first of 2, a little bit short. That one looked good coming out of his hand. It looked like it hit the inside of the rim, but had some spin on it and knocked it out.
Yeah, he's got a very good shot. And that one just in and out again.
That's one of those, how in the world did that one come out? Because it was in the cylinder.
Just like you said, the spin on the ball really decides if it goes in or not.
That has to be frustrating. You do pretty much everything right, and the spin of the ball forces the ball to come out after it's already in the cylinder.
Yeah. Cam Anderson taking the ball up the court. They're really trying to slow it down. Oh, Cam Anderson inside. Passes out to Josh. Inside to Tamarion McCray. Back out.
McCray to Robinson. That's for 3, and it's good. Josh Robinson buries a 3, and the Conquerors have opened up a 12-point lead. And traveling will give the ball back to Trinity Christian.
Just like I said, Trinity's bringing the pressure, and the Broncos are not looking like they can handle it right now.
Conquerors are shooting 22% from three-point range, but that one by Robinson made it 28-16 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to go.
Trinity's definitely trying to slow it down right here.
Anderson thought about the 3, but moved that pivot foot. And Braden, some questions from a couple of viewers here. Actually, Luke Baker, your teammate and classmate in the sports journalism class, wants to know if that's you, and yes it is. And he's also asking for the score. It's 28-16, Conquerors lead with $1:52 left in the first half. So Luke says hello to you, Braden.
You said what?
Luke says hello to you.
Hey, Luke. Great win
We have
tonight.
to get him on here next time.
Oh, yeah.
Luke's also in the sports journalism class, and he, like you, finding out it can be a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work.
Yes, sir. Another foul. I didn't see who it was on, though.
If I get a chance, we'll check at halftime, but this is Aiden Ruiz shooting 2 for the Broncos. Chance for them to score points with the clock stopped, and that one a little too strong.
Another one that just in and out. They cannot seem. Now they were shooting very proficient. They can't seem to buy a bucket from the free throw line.
You see that? You also see shots that have no business going in, hit the rim 4 times, bounce off the glass, and somehow drop in. Number 2's a swish, and that's exactly what you're trying to do right there. 28-17, Conquerors lead with 1:44.
Broncos bringing the pressure right now. Josh Robinson spins off.
Luke scored 12 in that JV game earlier tonight that the Conquerors won. That was rejected by O'Neal. So, Braden, I was wrong. You were third in scoring. Luke had you beat by 2 points.
And a travel called right there.
That'll give the ball back to the
Trinity.
Broncos. 1:28 left in the second. Conquerors lead 28-17. McCray, pull-up jumper. Didn't look like he set his feet really well to take that shot.
Yeah, should have dished it inside. They had a 3-on-1 there. Just missed it right there.
Double team, but the pass inside. Underwood could not get the layup.
Cam Anderson with another steal.
Feeds Robinson with the layup. That was perfect ball transition up the court.
Broncos really pushing the tempo here. Got the ball right back in.
That's for 3. It is wide to the right. Bounce pass to Robinson. He tried to get a little fancy to Burton. Probably an ill-advised pass. He had the layup. Sometimes when you get fancy like that, the ball doesn't do what you want it to do.
Yeah, just like you said, bad pass right there. Trying to do a little bit too much when he probably had 2 points, just going straight back up.
Braden Rich at midcourt. Broncos playing for the final shot of the quarter. Conquerors lead 30-17, 10 seconds. And a whistle as Rich tries to go inside, and he'll draw the foul.
So he's going to go to the line with 4.5 seconds left in this half.
Foul's called on Sam Byers. I've lost track of the team fouls. That's number 1 personal on Sam. And there were 1 or 2 that we missed because we were running our mouths. 2 Broncos ready to check in if they get the opportunity. Rich at the line. First of 2, no good. He's now missed 4 in a row after making his first 2.
Sam Byers checking in for Makai Burton.
Foul was called on Burton. Sometimes it's hard to see the fingers the officials hold up from way up here.
Especially on this angle, they're faced the other way.
And number 2 is good. Now in the college games, they put the player and the foul on the scoreboard, and that's a big help. And we sit way up here.
3 seconds left. They're really going to try to push it here.
2 seconds left. McCray, does it count? No. Didn't go, probably wouldn't have counted anyway. And that brings us to the intermission with the score, Trinity Christian 30, Middleburg 18. A much better quarter for the Broncos. They got 10. The Conquerors ended up scoring 12, but Middleburg pulled to within 4 at one point, and then Trinity was able to pull away and make it where it stands right now at 30-18.
Yes, Trinity did very good on getting their points off of turnovers from the press, and probably should have had another point right there, just fumbled right before halftime.
We're going to try to give you a look at Braden Riddick up close. He's the man talking with us here, a freshman here at Trinity Christian Academy, a JV player as well, and big crowd on hand tonight, Braden.
Yeah, it's a very big matchup. They played right before Christmas break at home, so a bunch of the home crowds coming back to see this rematch.
All right, Braden, any last thoughts before we take our halftime break?
Just Trinity just needs to keep the pressure on and just keep it up. Middleburg's crawling back a little bit, but I think Trinity will bring the pressure and pull it out.
Well, you're welcome to keep on with us, or, of course, if you have to go, we understand that. You got school tomorrow.
Yeah, I have to go.
All right, Braden, thanks for joining us here.
You're welcome.
Braden Riddick, a freshman, Trinity Christian Academy, JV basketball player, 10 points in tonight's win. And we're going to pause now for the halftime intermission with the score TCA 30, Middleburg 18, back in about 9 minutes. Welcome back to Trinity Gymnasium, where the Conquerors lead by 12 as we start the third quarter of play. Teams have switched sides, and the Conquerors have the arrow, so they will inbound to get us going here in the third quarter. Josh Robinson leads everybody with 13 points for the Conquerors. Trey Goggins has 6. Cam Anderson 4. Sam Byers 3. And Tamari McCray and Josh Morissette each have 2. Leading scorer for the Broncos is Braden Rich. He has 5. 3 of those have come at the line as we have ourselves a steal from Khalil O'Neal. Short jumper missed by Farber, who has 2 points. Sam Byers brings this one up court for the Conquerors. Robinson had a very big first half, 13 points. Nate Lowry has 6 for Middleburg. Braden Rich with 5. Chico Alley 2, Aiden Farber 2, and Aiden Ruiz has 3. We had a whole lot of fouls in the first half as Robinson now has 15. He is by far the leading scorer on the court. Braden Rich guarded by Walker. 5-second count is on. And a timeout. Called just in time by Coach Sweeney. He had about a half second to spare, but he does get the timeout. 30-second timeout. If I have it right, that's the first one called by the Broncos. Conquerors used 1:30 in the first quarter, so both of them have 3 fulls and a 30 left. Foul trouble is as follows. Trey Goggins with 3 for the Conquerors. Aiden Farber with 3 for the Broncos. For Trinity, 2 each from Seth Bialik, Jace Walker, and Makai Burton, and 1 from Josh Robinson, Cam Anderson, and Sam Byers. For the Broncos, 2 fouls each from Nate Lowry and Wyatt Underwood, and 1 each from Braden Rich, Jacob Loesch, Aiden Ruiz, Jaden Levy Zalotowski. So the Conquerors, or rather the Broncos, will inbound, trying to cut into what is now a 14-point deficit. But Bialik knocks this one away. 1-on-1 to the hoop. Layup no good, and rebounded by Farber, who came up from behind to get into position to get the board. 1-on-2 and a foul. Could be either Goggins or Byers. Rich will go to the line. And it is called against Sam Byers, his second, team foul number 1 of this second half. Braden Rich is 3 for 7 so far from the line. This will be 2. And first of 2 is good. 6 points now for Braden Rich, and as Braden Riddick, who joined us for the second quarter, he and I noted that these free throws, if this game gets close, that could determine the eventual winner. Number 2 from Rich, a little strong, off the rim, and rebounded by Goggins near the corner. Rich on the defensive end, keeping Goggins from getting inside the paint. High pass back to Robinson. He is going 1-on-4, has the ball knocked away and out of bounds, but it will be Conquerors' ball. Substitution for the Broncos, Jaden Levy Zlatowski back onto the court. That might be the first time I've said that name correctly. Now he's being called back. And here he comes once again, and making room will be Khalil O'Neal. Conquerors will inbound, 6:12 left in the third. Robinson, 4-3, off the rim. Of course, the Conquerors, they practice. It's a third quarter. This to Paris. Is that Donovan Paris? If I'm seeing that correctly. And a spin move and a beauty from Aiden Farber. 32-21, 5:46 left in the third quarter. Conquerors with the 9-point lead. They led by 12 at halftime. Conquerors work the perimeter. I was about to say they practice that college three-pointer all the time, and of course, they'll take their shots whenever they're in the gym from that range as well. Turnover gives the ball back to the Broncos. They got the lead down to 11. I said 9 incorrectly a moment ago, but now a chance to get into single digits. Missed opportunity, though, as Lowry comes up a little short on the jumper. Byers gives it up to Robinson, and McCray is able to keep it in bounds, almost an unforced error. Robinson, the jump shot, good, and he is on fire. That's 17 points for Josh Robinson. And Bialik with a hard foul. That's going to be number 3. Levi Zlatowski will go to the line for 2. He wasn't happy about the hard collision, but good sportsmanship. Hard collision. And the first of 2, a little strong. Tamarian McCray back onto the court for the Conquerors, and Bialik will head off. Coach Willis now sends Robinson to the lane. Byers back on defense, and at midcourt for the Broncos is Lowry. Free throw number 2, a little strong. Rebound Broncos, bounce pass, and a layup. That's Wyatt Underwood with the basket, his first of the night. Get the assist from Farber. And a blocking foul on the floor. Conquerors will inbound. Foul's called on Nate Lowry. That is his 3rd. It's team foul number 1. Substitution, Jacob Loesch in for Wyatt Underwood. Walker takes the inbound pass. Byers outside the arc. And the Conquerors slow things down and look for a chance to get into good scoring opportunity. Good defense by the Broncos. Goggins misses the layup. Second chance, no. Goggins fights and gets the rebound and kept in bounds, but no. Walker had stepped across the line, did not reestablish himself back into the front court, so that is a backcourt violation. And a timeout called by the Broncos. Nope, Coach Sweeney didn't call the timeout, just took advantage of a few seconds to talk to his players. Hello to David Grillo, letting us know he's watching on the live feed. Pass to the outside. Lowry has a pair of threes. He works his way in the paint and connects. 8 points for Nate Lowry. 34-25, the lead down to 9. McCray didn't get the foul called. More tight defense by the Broncos. They work it all the way up the court. And an offensive foul will be called on Martin, nullifying the basket. Hello to Miss Alicia Loesch, cheering on the Broncos. Thank you for the correction, Loesch. So Jacob Loesch, Byers lost his footing but kept the dribble. Conquerors need to get it across the line, and they do. McCray guarded heavily, gets the ball to Walker, wide open jumper off the rim. Batted up in the air, grabbed by Farmer. Broncos get it to the front court. Farmer double team, turnaround jumper's good. 6 points now for Farmer. Under 3 minutes to go in the quarter, and the Broncos have cut the deficit down to 7. And a whistle. I believe Coach Willis called for a 30-second timeout. with the score 34-27 Conquerors. Timeout situation, if I have it correct. Conquerors have 3 fulls, and the Broncos have 3 fulls and a 30. Let's see what the upcoming games are for both the Broncos and the Conquerors after tonight. Middleburg is at River City Science Academy on Thursday. Trinity is at River City Science Academy on Friday night. Middleburg will then have 2 consecutive home games, Friday against Keystone Heights and Monday against St. John's Classical, the team that the Broncos just defeated 60-25 on December 22nd. Conquerors will have the next home game Monday, January 9th against Hope Christian Academy. Then I said that wrong, away at Hope on the 9th, home against Temple Christian on the 10th. And I'm doing everything, camera announcing and scorekeeping. It's a little tough to keep up with everything. And the ball tipped off Robinson's hands and went out of bounds, and that's a turnover, giving the ball back to Middleburg. Robinson's having a terrific night, 17 points, but he turns this one back over to the Broncos. Pump fake from Rich, and the basket is good. That's 8 points, and now Middleburg is pulled to within 5. 8 points for Braden Rich. Anderson high off the glass, and the basket is good. He has 6. Conquers with the steal. Goggins, yes! Trey Goggins now with 8. 4 quick points for the Conquerors to get the lead back up to 9. Middleburg pulled to within 5, and a tripping foul against Anderson. He knew it. In fact, Anderson gave the gesture to himself before the whistle was even blown. So he knew he was called for what is his second foul, and team foul number 3 on the Conquerors. Been a whole lot of fouls. Hopefully I have those correct. Pull-up jumper, a little short from Lowry. Anderson up the right side, bounce pass to Goggins, it's good. Trey Goggins now has 8. He is number 2 on the court behind only Robinson. And a very fast transition, basket is good. Farber will go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity. The foul is called on Tamarian McCray. That is his first. It's team foul number 4. Farber has 8 points pending the free throw, but more importantly, the deficit for the Broncos is back to within single digits. Both Ruiz and O'Neal back onto the court. Chance at a 3-point play for Aiden Farber. It is strong and picked up by Goggins off the floor. Anderson will draw the foul before the shot on the floor, says the official. And the foul's on Lowry, and if I have that right, that's number 4. So a substitution. Again, that was on the floor. The Conquerors will inbound. Underwood back in for the Broncos. Goggins wide to the left. And the rebound by Aiden Farber. Fast movement up the left side. Goggins gets in on defense, dishes off, and O'Neal unable to convert. McCray with the rebound. Anderson back near midcourt. Needs to be careful he doesn't step on or across the line. Works his way inside the paint, and his bounce pass goes through the hands of Walker. And a break for the Broncos. Broncos inbound, trying to cut the deficit to 7 or possibly 6 with a 3-point play. Underwood guarded by McCray. That's for 3. It's a little strong. McCray with the rebound. Walker was all alone in the paint. He needs to get out, and he does before the 3 seconds. 15 seconds left. Conquerors playing for the last shot. 8 seconds. McCray gets the shot off, and it's good. That's good if it goes. It is short and out of bounds. And the end of the third quarter has the Conquerors leading 42-31. So Trinity scores 12 in the third, 11 for the Broncos. As we take our final quarter break, we'll be back in just a minute. You're watching TCA Conquerors Athletics. The arrow is with Middleburg, so the Broncos will inbound to start the fourth quarter, trailing 42-31. I'm Ray Bureau. Thanks for joining us here on our YouTube channel, TCA Conquerors Athletics. We've had some exciting basketball tonight. The JV game went to the Conquerors 56-40, and now Trinity trying to sweep the JV varsity doubleheader. Underwood thought about the three, but instead found Levi Zlatowski underneath, and Zlatowski will head to the line. The foul's on Josh Robinson. That's his second. It's team foul number 5. Levi Zlatowski, 0 for 2 so far, and the first of 2 off the front of the rim. This is a very loud crowd here at Trinity Gymnasium. Free throw number 2. Little strong, high off the glass. The ball did not hit the rim, so that goes over to the Conquerors. 42-31, 7:49 left in the fourth. For the Conquerors, it is Goggins, Anderson, Robinson, Morissette, and McCray. For the Broncos, it is Martin, Lowry, Underwood, Farber, and Rich. And a whistle. That one is going to go on the floor. Robinson pushed from behind and called against Braden Rich, his second. Team foul number 4. Inbound pass to Robinson. Short jumper, no good. Battle for the ball, won by the Broncos, but then thrown out of bounds, back to the Conquerors. Josh Robinson with 17, leading everyone on the court. Great chance with 7.5 left to top 20 points. He averages 16 points per game. That is Trey Goggins, who has really come alive here in this second half. Goggins now with 12, and that ball goes out of bounds. We'll see who gets possession. The Conquerors are applauding, so it looks like they have the ball. After the timeout with 7:15 left to go, full timeout. We'll see which coach called for it. It was Coach Sweeney of the Broncos. Full timeout with the score, Trinity Christian 44, Middleburg 31. We'll be back in just a minute. Conquerors fans, the varsity baseball schedule is now available. If you'll go to the Facebook page, TCA Conquerors Athletics, scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to see the varsity baseball schedule. They will open the season with 2 preseason games played at Sans Souci. The first one against Fletcher on February 15th. The second one to be determined because that'll be a preseason tournament. Then the regular season gets underway February 21st when the Conquerors open the season at Stanton College Prep. They play their baseball games at J.P. Small Memorial Park, historic ballpark in downtown Jacksonville. The first home baseball game will be February 24th against Fletcher. And we have ourselves a whistle just after the ball is inbounded. And a foul called against Aiden Farber. If I saw that correctly, it was a little tough to tell. If I have that right, that's number 4. But of course, doing everything, I'm bound to make that mistake. Pass inside to Robinson. Could not get the ball to roll around the rim and drop in. Beautiful pass, but sometimes the ball just doesn't cooperate. Interception. And this one knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Wyatt Underwood, so TCA will get the ball at midcourt. Coach Cliff Willis in his second season as the varsity head coach. He's been the JV head coach for many years and a varsity assistant. Conquerors made a big turnaround last year, and Coach Willis rebuilding this program, and so far it's looking very good for the future. Ball goes out of bounds over to the Broncos. Of course, the Broncos in a rebuilding mode as well, but they are winning at 7-5 entering play tonight. Coach Sean Sweeney, talked to him earlier tonight, says his team's looking better and better, and they've won 5 in a row. That ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Broncos. Jacob Losi will inbound. That's Rich. 4-3 off the rim, and McCray uses his big 6'4" frame to get the rebound. Loose ball grabbed by Morissette.
Be careful.
Josh is recovering from big shoulder injury he suffered in the first semester. And that ball did not get hit, so that's a backcourt violation. Coach Willis looking for a foul, but he will not get the call. So the Broncos, a chance to cut the deficit down to 10 with a 3-point play. This is Martin, guarded by McCray. Conquerors with the defense, keeping the Broncos out of the paint until Farber works his way inside, gets the basket and one. So Farber will shoot with a chance at a 3-point play. Josh Morissette called for his first, team foul number 6. Farber now has 10 and could make it 11 and cut the deficit down to 10. The points haven't been put up yet, but it's 44-33, assuming I am correct. And the free throw, no good. I thought he made that basket. Apparently he didn't. So he's shooting 2. So free throw number 2 is good. So he goes 1 for 2. So 44-32, 12-point Conquerors lead with 5:53 left. I'm telling you, I really thought that ball went in on the shot. I know my aging eyes at 53 years old sometimes play tricks on me, but I could have sworn that was a basket. Bounce pass to McCray, hits off his leg. Robinson picks this one up, gets it back to McCray. Great defense by the Broncos. No shot clock to worry about. McCray almost lost it and then draws a whistle. Before the shot, that's on the floor. And a foul is called against Brody Martin, his second, and team foul number 5. 5:25, we are in the fourth quarter. 12-point Conquerors lead. Seth Bialik in for Josh Morissette. There's Bialik, number 2, just coming back onto the court. Goggins to Anderson. McCray lost his footing but held on to the ball. Zone defense being tight and forcing the turnover. The Conquerors could not get the ball inside the paint. And the Broncos will take over with 5 minutes left. And now a chance again to get within single digits. They would need a 3-point play to do that. I see the Trinity Baptist College Eagles men's basketball team coming in to practice when this game is over. And a foul, I believe that was Josh Robinson, sending the Broncos to the line. No, it was Seth Bialik. And Braden Rich will shoot 2. 8 total points. He is 4 for 9 from the line. Hits the first of 2. 9 points, assuming no mistakes. TBC Eagles basketball plays here on the home court. They're in action this Thursday night against Welch College, both the women and the men's teams. Rich goes 2 for 2, giving himself double digits in scoring and cutting the deficit down to 10. Broncos got to within 5, and then Trinity got 4 very quick points within a couple of seconds of each other. That came in the third quarter, and the Conquerors now lead by 10 at 44-34. Bounce pass to Robinson. Contact, no call. Ball's out of bounds. And off Trinity, so Middleburg with possession. Robinson wanted to foul but didn't get the call. Bialik with the steal, then the ball's knocked out of bounds. Number 10 is Landon Sego. He kept Bialik from turning his way up court. Trinity will inbound with 4:19 left to go. Wyatt Underwood back onto the court. Nate Lowry heads off. Broncos inbound. Anderson knocks the pass back out of bounds. It'll stay with the Broncos. Credit Sego with the defensive play to give the Broncos the ball. Underwood 4-3, a little strong. Robinson could not hold on to the rebound. He jumps on top of the ball like a fumble. And it's going to be Conquerors' ball. Now, did he call a foul or alternating possession is the question. Timeout will be called with 4 minutes and 6 seconds left, and the Conquerors leading 44-34. Stay with us. 10-point Conquerors lead. Broncos with possession to try to cut down to 8 or possibly 7. 4 minutes and 6 seconds remain. Lowry for 3. Missed. Rebounded Broncos, but the Conquerors took the ball away. Anderson outside the arc. Robinson looked like he was thinking about a 3. Ball nearly got away. Conquerors hold on. 3:40 left to go. Conquerors are starting to work down the clock with a 10-point lead. Pass to Robinson at the sideline. Inside to McCray. Turnaround, jumper, no good. Second chance, yes! 6 points for Tamarian McCray, and the Conquerors lead by 12. That one hits off the official. Now he's in play, and he called that one out of bounds. And the Broncos have possession. Now the officials are going to talk across the court. I'm going to look on the YouTube feed. And the ball was off camera, so I could not tell myself. The officials, give them credit. They're going to talk things over. Meanwhile, the Conquerors lead 46-34. Technical free throws, and they'll be taken by Aiden Farber. And he converts. That's now 10 points for Farber. I believe the technical foul was called against the TCA bench. Meanwhile, Farber converts both free throws. He now has 11. The score is 46-36. Conquerors lead. Broncos will get the ball as well with 3:13 left on the clock. So now a great opportunity to cut the deficit down to single digits. It's at 10 right now. Farber takes the pass and draws the foul. Number 3 on Cam Anderson. That was really good ball movement by the Broncos. Teamwork by Farber and Underwood. Farber has hit 3 in a row, 3 for 5 overall in the game. And the first of 2 from Farber. It is a little strong. 3:10 left to go. Conquerors have 4 men ready to rebound. Broncos have 2 plus the shooter. Number 2, good. That's 12 points for Farber. And a 9-point lead for the Conquerors. I was writing down the free throw, so I didn't quite see what happened, what the fans are talking about. But the Conquerors lead by 9 with 3:10 left to play. Bounce pass. Walker's able to hold on. Conquerors will try to work down the clock. Middleburg has been on a nice run. And a double team and a foul. Called against Brody Martin, his third, and team foul number 7. That will put Josh Robinson at the line for the 1-and-1. 17 points, but none so far in this fourth quarter. He had 13 throughout the first half. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Robinson has hit all 3 free throw attempts tonight. He now has 18 points. The lead is 10, 47-37. 2:48 left on the clock. Free throw number 2 is good. Giving Robinson 19, and more importantly, the Conquerors an 11-point lead. Ball nearly got away from Rich, and then a foul. Team foul number 9 against the Conquerors. I believe he called it against Cam Anderson. That would be number 4. 1-and-1 for Braden Rich. He's hit 2 in a row. Front end, little strong, rebounded by Goggins. Haven't had a chance to total up the free throws. Middleburg has had a bunch. Conquerors have had just a couple in this second half. That's Morris set for 3. Rebounded by Martin.
Watch the ball. Stay, John. Stay.
Rich across midcourt toward the corner, guarded by Robinson. Works it up to Martin at the top of the arc. Martin inside the paint. And a foul. That will be Jace Walker with his third. That's number 10 on the Conquerors, so double bonus the rest of the game. Brody Martin will go to the line for the first time tonight, looking to get on the board and pull his team a little bit closer. And this one is off. I'm told that is Chico Alley. They're both listed as number 20. So Chico Alley is now 2 for 4 from the line. And Alley with his second. It is in and out. Didn't go down. Farber with the rebound. Broncos keep possession. 2 minutes left. Alley gets underneath 2 Conquerors but misses the underhanded layup. And a foul against Alley coming from behind. Conquerors are in the 1-and-1, so Cam Anderson should go to the line. That's team foul number 8. It's also personal foul number 5 on Chico Alley. So he is out, taking 2 points to the bench. And following the timeout, Cam Anderson will shoot the 1-and-1. 48-37, Conquerors lead with 1:49 left to play. Again, both teams play River City Science Academy next. Middleburg is at River City Science on Thursday night. The Conquerors are there on Friday night. And I believe both of those games are at River City. That is correct for the Conquerors and for the Broncos, and they're both JV varsity doubleheaders. Middleburg will be at home against Keystone Heights on Friday night and home against St. John's Classical on Monday the 9th. Trinity is at Hope Christian on Monday the 9th and home against Temple Christian on Tuesday the 10th. So those are your next games for both the Broncos and the Conquerors. Cam Anderson heads to the line, 1-and-1. Middleburg has now committed 8 fouls. The Conquerors have already passed 10. Both teams will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Anderson is 0 for 3 so far tonight. 6 total points pending the free throw. Front end is wide to the left. Rebounded by the Broncos. Jacob Losey gives it up to Rich. Rich toward the corner, now running the baseline and runs into McCray. And a traveling violation called against Losey. And of course, fans from both teams talking to the ref about that last play, and 2 refs get together. All 3 now will communicate, and we'll see what the final call will be. It's going to be a foul against Tamari McCray. Well, one official called foul, another called traveling. After the discussion, give the officials credit for talking it over. It will be 2 free throws for Braden Rich. 48-37, 1:36 left to play. The first from Rich is no good. Rich missed his first. Here comes number 2. This is a little strong, rebounded by Anderson. Conquerors can now really work down the clock with a minute and a half left, leading by 11. But the bounce pass is stolen away. Lowry with the steal, looking for Farber, keeps it in bounds. Ball stripped away by Robinson. And again, the Conquerors are going to work out the clock. 1:12 left to go and a foul. Aiden Farber will be called for what I believe is his 5th. No, yes it is. It is Farber. If I have it right, that is number 5. That's team foul number 9, so 1-1 for Anderson. Now, apparently that's number 4 because Farber's still on the court. And the front end is no good. Rebounded by Lowry. Farber gets it across the line. Farber, pull up, jumper, spun around in the cylinder and somehow came out. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Broncos ball. Last touched by Tamari McCray. And those are the TBC Eagles you see off in the distance. Head coach John D. Jones. Lowry for 3 off the rim. Goggins with the rebound and a jump ball. The Conquerors have the possession arrow. Coach Jones, a graduate of Liberty University. He's also an assistant coach for the Flames. He's been a Division I head coach at Nichols State as well, and he's in his 12th season leading the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. The foul is called on Braden Rich. That's his 3rd. It's number 10 for the Broncos, so double bonus the rest of the way for both teams. Josh Robinson is at the line. He is 4 for 4, now a great opportunity to get 20 points. He has 19 pending the free throws. Number 1, good, and he does hit 20. Leading scorer on the court, senior Josh Robinson. 52 seconds left. The Conquerors lead 49-37. Free throw number 2. It is no good, but he's hit 5 out of 6 and gets 20 points. Conquerors lead by 12 as time starts to wind down. 45 seconds left. Lowry for 3 off the rim. Rebound, double team. Seago unable to get the pass or the shot off. Conquerors come away with the ball. 30 seconds left. Goggins loses control, but it's tipped out of bounds by Seago. And the Conquerors will inbound with 28 seconds left. And a timeout called by Coach Willis with 28 seconds left, and the Conquerors leading 49-37. We'll be right back. Conquerors will inbound with 28 seconds left, leading 49-37. Robinson walks it back towards midcourt, double teamed. 20 seconds left. Conquerors are just trying to let the time expire, but the Broncos are putting on tough defense, forcing Trinity to pass the ball. Ball knocked out of bounds by Landon Seago. Conquerors will keep possession. 9.1 left on the clock. Walker to inbound. Goggins back to Walker. Ball gets behind the timeline. Broncos an opportunity to score, but the shot is not in time, and that's the ball game. Final score, Trinity Christian 49, Middleburg 37. Player of the game is Josh Robinson, leading everybody with 20 points. Tamarian McCray finishes with 6. Cam Anderson also had 6. Trey Goggins 12. Sam Byers 3. And Josh Morissette 2. For the Broncos, Braden Rich had 10. Nate Lowry scored 8. Chico Alley 2. Aiden Ruiz 3. Aiden Farber ended up with 12, 10 of those in the second half. And Wyatt Underwood had 2. So once again, the final score, 49-37 in favor of the Conquerors. We want to thank everybody for watching us here tonight on TCA Conquerors Athletics. For head coach Cliff Willis, assistant athletic director John Murphy, athletic director Verlin Dormany, and the principal of Trinity Christian Academy, Dr. Robert Kinder Sr., I'm Ray Sports Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Christian Academy.